Hey, Sophia, are you free right now?
Oh, hi, Miss Miller. Yeah, I should be free at the moment. How can I help you this time? Is something the matter?
Yeah, so you know my friend Gabby, right? Well, guess what? Her daughter just had a baby. Can you believe it? I mean, she stopped by to show me the baby, and goodness gracious, that little bundle of joy was so cute. I mean, I was practically melting on the spot. You should have seen those tiny fingers and those little chubby cheeks. Oh, just precious.
Wow, that's so exciting for her. If I remember correctly, Gabby's daughter is the same age as Harry, right?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's crazy how time flies, isn't it? I mean, it feels like just yesterday she was still in school, and now she's got a baby of her own. Oh, God, just seeing that little thing reminded me of how absolutely lovely babies are. It really put a huge smile on my face, almost made me feel like I was having one all over again myself. You know that warm, fuzzy feeling you get just being around a baby? It's like nothing else in the world, I swear. It's hard to explain, but it's just magical.
Yeah, I definitely feel for you, Mrs. Miller. I totally get it. Babies have that magical effect on you, don't they? It's like they have this special power to make everything better. I mean, I always feel protective over my friends' babies too, even if I'm not seeing them every day. Just getting to see them once in a while really lifts your mood, doesn't it?
I know, right? It's like they just bring out this softness in you, this instinct to nurture and care. Oh, it just makes me wish we were like them too, you know? I can't help but think about it. Sophia, you're already 38, right? Time's ticking, isn't it? It's something you can't ignore forever.
Yeah, I'm turning 39 this year. Time flies, doesn't it? It feels like just yesterday I was celebrating my 30th. But here we are, almost at 40. It's a bit surreal, honestly. It's kind of hard to wrap my head around sometimes.
Then it's just not happening, is it? I mean, I've heard no progress, and it's been a year since you got married to my Harry. Let's be honest here, becoming a mother is pretty much a wife's job, right? Can't you get anything right, Sophia? I mean, come on, what's the holdup? What's the problem? It's really starting to concern me.
Well, I guess you're right in that it's a little late. Both Harry and I haven't given up. We're still holding out hope and don't plan to quit anytime soon. We're doing what we can, you know? I mean, having a baby a little older isn't that uncommon these days either, so we're just taking it day by day trying to stay positive. It's not easy, but we're committed. We really want this, and we're not giving up without a fight.
Yeah, I'm hearing you, Sophia, but come on, it's not that likely when you're getting on in years, is it? Let's be real for a second. I mean, at this age, the odds just aren't in your favor anymore. You've got to face reality sooner or later. It's just the way things are.
Yeah, I get that sometimes for sure. It crosses my mind, of course, but we're still hopeful, and we're not ready to give up just yet. There's still a chance, and we're holding on to that.
Then what's the point of you, really? I just don't get it. Why would Harry choose an older woman like you? I mean, you can't even have a baby, and you're older than him, right? Why on earth would he marry someone like you? It's just beyond me. He could have had anyone, but he chose this? It's honestly baffling.
Well, if you're so curious, why don't you go ahead and ask Harry yourself? But even still, don't you think you're being a little harsh? I mean, can you just lay off on saying stuff like that for a bit? It's not exactly easy to hear, you know. I'm trying to be a good wife, and it's really hurtful when you say things like that.
Oh, come on, don't get all riled up. I'm just telling the truth, aren't I? God, you're soft. If only Harry had married someone with a bit more life in them. You know, I'd even take some bimbo straight out of college who can still give birth over you. At least she'd be fertile, and we wouldn't be having this conversation. It's just so frustrating to see him wasting his time with you.
Please, don't say things like that, Mrs. Miller. I really don't know about our chances of having a baby, but we're both really happy right now as is. You don't have to worry so much over us. We're in a good place emotionally, and that's what matters most, don't you think? Happiness isn't just about having kids, you know?
Oh, I don't care anymore. Look, Sophia, I really do hate how you can be so dismissive about what I'm saying, like it doesn't matter to you at all. Don't you care about your reputation? Don't you have any pride at all? It's like you're content to let things slide, and it drives me insane. How can you be so calm when your entire future is on the line?
I would like nothing more than to get along with you, Mrs. Miller. I mean that. But it's quite difficult when you're being, well, so difficult. Doesn't it get tiring for you too? Can we please just move beyond all this already? please. It's exhausting to keep going back and forth like this. We're family after all, and I really want us to be able to get along.
How dare you talk back to me when you can't even get pregnant? As if I could get along with someone who can't even fulfill their duties as a housewife. The fact that I'm even tolerating you like this is generous enough. A little thanks would go a long way, Sophia. You should be grateful that I'm even bothering to talk to you. Most mothers-in-law would have washed their hands of you by now.
Thank you very much for always providing your input, Mrs. Miller. I'll do better to win your favor from now on. I really do appreciate your concern, even if it doesn't always come across that way. I know you just want what's best for Harry, and I'll try harder to meet your expectations.
Yes, save all that for once you actually get pregnant. You're not the one stuck with some defective daughter-in-law after all. I've got enough on my plate without adding your failures to the mix. You have no idea how much stress this is causing me.
Oh, come on. Don't you remember Harry warming you over stuff like that? If you don't turn it down, he'll give you an earful again, you know that. He doesn't like it when you push things too far. You don't want to upset him, do you?
Don't talk like this isn't your fault. You just need to keep your mouth shut about this conversation, no? Are you looking for a fight, girl? Because if you are, you're about to get one. I'm not going to sit here and let you lecture me about how to treat my own son.
No, that's not what I meant.
Then don't talk back to me. I'm looking after a woman who can't even get pregnant. You just need to shut up and listen to everything I say, understood? There's no room for your opinions here. You just do as you're told and maybe, just maybe, you'll earn a bit of my respect.
Yes, I understand. I'll be careful next time. I don't want to cause any more trouble.
Hey, Sophia, Harry's off work today, right?
Yeah, he is. What about it?
Well, if he is, then you two need to come over right now. I'm serious. I've got something important to discuss. You hear me?
We just went out right now. We can't come over immediately, Mrs. Miller. We had plans today, so I'm sorry, but we really can't. It's not like we're just sitting around doing nothing, you know. We have our own lives, too.
Just shut up and come over. Besides, what's the point of spending his few days off with some hag like you? It's far better for him to spend time with his parents instead. I'm sure he'd agree, wouldn't you think? I'm sure he'd rather be here with us than wherever you dragged him off to. Don't be so selfish, Sophia.
That's what you said last week, too. Look, we'll come when he wants to, so I hope you'll have us then. We're not ignoring you, but we've got our own lives to manage too, you know. You can't just expect us to drop everything at a moment's notice because you demand it. We have our own stuff going on too. That was last week.
It's got nothing to do with why I'm asking you to come today. Today's different. I need you both here now. It's important, and I don't want to hear any excuses, Sophia. This is not up for debate.
Look, today's an important day for the two of us. Can you please just let us off this one time? We've got something planned that we can't really reschedule. I promise we'll visit you soon, but not today. Today's special for us, and we've been planning this for a while.
What important day, huh? Your anniversary's still months away, I know that much. So what could possibly be so important that you're putting me off like this? What's more important than family? What's more important than your own husband's mother?
To tell you the truth, we've decided to get infertility treatment. Given my age, it's difficult to just get pregnant naturally, so we figured we'd do what we can to improve our odds. We have a reservation at the hospital for that today, that's why. It's something we've been building up to for a while now.
What? Infertility treatment? Hang on a minute, are you infertile or something? Is there something wrong with you? Oh, why didn't you tell me sooner? I'm his mother, I should have been told about this.
No, I'm not. A lot of people get confused with that, but infertility treatment also refers to when your chances are affected by age as well. It's not just for people who can't conceive at all. It's more about optimizing our chances. We're doing this to increase the likelihood of having a baby, that's all. It's a precaution.
Oh, is that so? I didn't realize that. I thought it was only for people with serious problems. Not that there isn't anything wrong with your character, of course.
If they find no problems, then our chances increases. And if they do find something, we'll get treated. We're just going for a general checkup to see where we stand. It's more of a proactive step than anything. We want to know what our options are and make sure we're doing everything we can.
Yeah, well, whatever. You still need to come here right now. I don't see why this hospital visit has to be today of all days.
Can't it wait? Why can't you just put it off until tomorrow or another day? And I've been telling you, we can't because we have an appointment. We've waited weeks for this, and we can't just reschedule on a whim. I'm sure you understand that. It's not something we can just push aside whenever we feel like it.
Oh, screw the hospital. What does it matter anyway? You're still going to be as old as you are already. Stop wasting time and money on something as pointless as that and just come over. It's not going to make a difference. You're chasing something that's not going to happen. It's futile.
Pointless? Weren't you the one egging us on to have a child? So why wouldn't you start saying something like this all of a sudden? It doesn't make any sense. You were pushing us to do something, and now that we're trying, you're telling us to stop? You can't just flip-flop like that. You're being so unreasonable.
Yeah, like the treatment's going to have any effect. It's already over for you at the age of 38. Just give up already. It's not happening, Sophia. You're just chasing a dream at this point. You should know when to throw in the towel.
You don't know that unless you try. We won't know if it's possible until we make the effort. We're not giving up just because it's hard. We're doing this because we believe there's still a chance, and we're not giving up on it.
I mean, if my Harry's got the time to be humoring treating some hag like you, he should just man up and find himself another woman. At least he'd be able to have a baby sooner if he did. Well, if only you'd say you'll divorce him right now, I'd hear you out. What do you say? Think about it. Maybe it's the best for everyone involved.
I've been doing my best to get along with you until now, but that's also part of the reason why I've been trying so hard to have a baby. But I guess it's all meaningless now. You'll never accept me, will you? No matter what I do, no matter how hard I try, it's never going to be enough for you.
Oh, don't start crying on me now. I mean, surely you knew that this is how things were. My darling son went and married some hag, and to top it all off, she can't even get pregnant. Like in hell we could get along. It was doomed from the start. This was never going to work out, and deep down you must have known that too.
I see. Then I've also had enough. There's no point in trying to please someone who will never be satisfied, no matter what I do. It's just exhausting at this point, and I'm done. I'm done trying to win you over when you clearly don't want me around.
Good. I'm glad you finally got your head around it. So just bring my son here already. Oh, and you don't need to come along. Understood? You can stay right where you are. Just send him over and we'll be fine without you. Hey, just how long is it going to take for you to get here? Seriously, I've been waiting for what feels like forever.
Oh, right. Sorry about that, Mrs. Miller. It seems as though we completely forgot about what's going on over there. We really didn't mean to leave you hanging like that.
What the? Did you forget to tell Harry that I told him to come over? How could you forget something like that? Ugh, I can't believe this is happening right now.
Oh no, I told him about that all right. But it seems like he had forgotten all about it too. We just got back from the hospital, so we must have been pretty tired. It's already late, so just give up on it for today, Mrs. Miller. It's not happening. Maybe another time, okay?
Don't fuck with me, Sophia. How the hell did you forget? How useless can you get? You can't even get pregnant, nor can you keep track of the time. What are you even good for? What do you even bring to the table?
Oh, you know how it is. It's just so easy to forget about things that are so annoying. Maybe that's why it slipped both our minds, huh? Funny how that happens, right?
Excuse me? Annoying? Oh, you better not be talking about me. You've got some nerve, don't you? I can't believe what I'm hearing.
Huh? Of course I am. You're the most annoying person I know. How'd you not get that? It's pretty obvious if you ask me. Like, seriously, it's been clear as day for a long time now.
Okay, that's enough. I've had it with your cocky, brazen attitude. I'm not forgiving you this time, you bitch. You're going to pay for this disrespect. I've put up with you for long enough.
Yeah, well, sure, like I care. I've got no intention of being forgiven by you anyways, so you can go ahead and forget about that. I'm done trying to please you. It's just a waste of time.
How on earth could you be so rude? To your own mother-in-law, no less? Ugh, why'd Harry have to choose someone like you? I'm having him divorce you, so you'd better get the papers ready. It's over for you, Sophia. You have crossed the line for the last time.
Can you shut the fuck up already, you dumb bitch? Why'd Harry, of all people, have to have such a senile hag as a mother? You're a nightmare, seriously. It's a wonder I've put up with you this long.
Sophia, what are you saying?
What am I saying? I'm saying exactly what I think about you, you hag. God, this feels good to say after playing nice all this damn time. I'm done biting my tongue. I'm done with the pretense.
Listen here, I'm still your mother-in-law. Do you really think you can just talk to me like that? Have you lost your mind? Have you forgotten who you're dealing with?
I'm gonna put that right back on you. You think you can say whatever the hell you want just 'cause you're my mother-in-law? You insult me over my infertility, and then what? You insult me for trying to fix it? Some mother you are. You've got no right to lecture anyone. You're out of line.
Even still, there's still ways to speak to people. Where are your manners? That's why you're such a no-good wife. You have no respect for anyone. It's disgraceful.
Yeah? I've got no manners? How about you fix the way you address people first before sprouting all that bullshit? You don't have a shred of dignity or class that qualify you as my mother-in-law. You're a joke, a complete and utter joke.
Shut up already. Oh, you better watch yourself. I'll make sure you regret saying all this. I'm not letting this slide. You'll pay for your insolence.
Yeah, sure, go on. Do what you will. I don't give a shit. You've already shown your true colors, so what do I have to lose? You think you're scaring me?
That's it. I've had enough of you. I'm on my way right now, so you better stay put. We're settling this face to face. You won't be so cocky once I'm there.
Wait, you're actually coming over right now? You've got to be kidding me. Don't do something so irrational.
Oh, are you scared now? You should be. We'll see if you can still talk as big in person when you're not hiding behind your keyboard. You won't be so brave then. You'll see.
Ugh, please. Can you not? Do anything but come over, please. You're being such a nuisance. This isn't going to solve anything. It's just going to make things worse.
What happened to that big attitude of yours from earlier, huh? You're already scared? Didn't think I'd actually come, did you? You didn't see this coming, huh?
No, seriously. Let's not do this now. It's not going to benefit anyone. This is just going to make things worse. Please, don't make this any more complicated than it already is.
I've already made up my mind. This has been a long time coming, Sophia. It's too late for apologies now. I'm going to make you regret ever crossing me. You're going to wish you'd kept your mouth shut. You have no idea what's coming your way. Hey, open up, damn it! Where are you, Sophia? I'm here just like I said I'd be. Don't try hiding from me now.
God, I can't believe you actually came. Not when I specifically told you not to. What are you trying to prove here?
Yeah, like I'd have to listen to the likes of you. Anyways, I've rung the bell so many damn times, so open up already. It's too late to be scared. It's time to face the music, Sophia. You can't hide forever. You know you're going to have to face me sooner or later.
Seriously, can you let it go of it already? Look, I'll apologize for getting cocky, so just don't come inside. Let's just drop it, okay? There's no need to escalate this.
You think things will just blow over if you stay holed up inside? Too bad. You're still going to have to face me, Sophia. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not leaving until we've settled this.
Just what are you talking about?
Well, you've said it before that you hide the spare key beneath the plants. I bet it's still there. You shouldn't have told me that. Big mistake on your part.
God, can you please just listen? Please don't come inside. This isn't going to end well. I'm serious. This is only going to make things worse.
Too late for that. I've already unlocked the door, so I am on my way in right now. You just sit tight and look forward to it. Hold on. Why is no one here? Where the hell are you? What's going on? Where did you go?
Well, I gotta hand it to you. I didn't think you'd believe me so easily. I thought you'd be smarter than this, but here we are.
What's going on here? Why aren't either of you here? Where's Harry? What kind of game are you playing? This isn't funny, Sophia.
But of course we aren't there. We're at your place as we speak, after all. Didn't expect that, did you? You didn't see this twist coming.
Hold on a minute. My place? How could you?
Yeah, that's right. We're right here with Mr. Miller, too. We've actually been watching you over video. The mister can't believe you'd really break into our place. He seems pretty angry, but that's not my problem. You're the one who messed up.
Wait. Huh? What's going on? I don't get it. Oh, this can't be real. This has to be some kind of sick joke.
Here's another thing we forgot to mention. But we recently installed some security cameras. A lot of our neighbors' kids like to sneak into our garage to mess around, so we've been watching you through the same cameras. I gotta say, you did not disappoint. You were quite the spectacle.
What Why on earth would you do such a thing? What's watching this with my husband going to do? This isn't fair. This isn't how things should be.
What? Can't you figure it out already? We literally have footage of you brazenly trespassing. This is serious, Mrs. Miller. You're in deep trouble now.
All I did was go to my own son's house. How does that qualify as trespassing in any way? You can't do this to me. I am his mother.
I asked you not to enter, didn't I? I didn't give you my consent, and yet you entered. So if anything, how is this not trespassing? Being Harry's mother has nothing to do with this. You crossed a line, and now you have to face the consequences. You should have listened.
Did you... Oh, you couldn't have set this up, right? Oh, this has to be some kind of joke, right? Please tell me this isn't real.
Well, I figured it was about time Mr. Miller found out about what sort of person the missus really was. And I had enough of your harassment, so I thought I'd get as many people onto my side as I could, you know? It's time everyone knew the truth. Enough was enough.
Even still, doing something this underhanded, you've gone too far as my son's wife. This is unforgivable.
Gone too far? That'd be you, Mrs. Miller, constantly insulting me in my condition, lending no ear to Harry's warnings. To top it all off, you trespassed in my house. I mean, do you really have to explain why you're so clearly in the wrong here? You've got no one to blame but yourself. You did this to yourself.
Don't mess with me, Sophia. Do you really think you can get away with doing something like this? You have gone way too far. I'll make sure you regret this. You're not getting away with this.
Really? Like, really? I'd be far more worried about myself if I were you right now. You're the one in trouble, not me. You're the one who should be scared.
And why's that?
Well, for one, your husband's totally pissed. Plus, I told him about all the things you've been saying to me regularly. I wouldn't be surprised if he was even considering divorce from the looks of it. He's had enough of your behavior. You've pushed him to his limit.
You have to be kidding me. There's no way he'd divorce me. Oh, he wouldn't dare. He just wouldn't.
Well, that's for your husband to decide, isn't it? Also, it seems like your son's also had enough with you and your bullshit. Listen, how about you come back as soon as possible and apologize while you still can, huh? It might be your only chance. This could be your last shot.
You cocky little... This is all your fault. You take responsibility. I am not the one who should be apologizing. You're the one who started this.
Hey, if you're going to talk about who's responsible, maybe you should go look in a mirror. I mean, once you manage to get your head around that, I think it'd be best for you to tone it down, moving on. Nothing sucks more than being that one cocky in-law, right? After the whole ordeal, Mrs. Miller came home in a panic and was immediately interrogated by her husband and Harry. She tried to make some pathetic excuse, but with all the evidence we had this time and my testimony, her excuse didn't hold water. As a result, Harry and I cut off all ties with her, and the Millers decided to separate. Maybe because they've been married for such a long time, they didn't get divorced immediately, but if Mrs. Miller doesn't reflect on her actions soon enough, the divorce will only really be a matter of time. Meanwhile, since cutting ties with her, we continued our infertility treatment, and the following year, I finally got pregnant. According to the doctors, the reason I hadn't gotten pregnant wasn't just due to my age, but also due to external stress. By moving away from my toxic mother-in-law, I finally had less on my mind, and I was able to get pregnant pretty easily. Guess it's never such a good thing to put up with things too much. From now on, I want to live my life with myself and my family's well-being first, without putting up with all the toxic and stressful things in life.